Hey everybody, this is my first video ever, but I figured I just finally got my package from General Hand Grenade because I'm the winner of the French set, and oh, it's the happiest day of my life that this came in the mail today. But looking at all the French pieces, I realized I have to probably re-watch General Hand Grenade's original French videos so I could figure out which boat is which and which special infantry that I got, which is probably like, I'm pretty sure like some of them are the French Foreign Legion, and I don't know, the rest are probably some sort of special forces. I'll figure it out. I'll watch that video another 3 times or something, and then I'll go back and watch the video where I won because his granddaughter was adorable. But since I'm filming, I'll show you some of the stuff I've done recently. I went to Michael's Arts and Crafts, and I got this case with little, apparently art cases, but they pretty much perfectly fit all the big countries. And China got their own just because it had so many cases. But it also comes with a carrying case, so I'm good to go. Like when I need to travel and bring access knowledge with me. I use them for all the country markers and the markers for air bases, factories, and such. Although I'm looking to hopefully soon get all those 3D kind of naval bases and such that I see on some of the videos on YouTube. And I actually have several versions of Axis and Allies. And for my original Axis and Allies game, which, geez, might be 25 years old, the box and everything was just in tatters. And so I removed all the money and the markers and such and added to my current case and just added all the leftover pieces, which I haven't decided yet. I may, paint and like use them for I don't know, heavy tanks or what have you. And as I mentioned, like it's probably going to take me a while to figure out the boats. And I found that was to be the case when I first opened up Global 40 and tried to set it up. I spent so much time trying to match the boats to the silhouettes in the rule books. And I just figured like, geez, like if I actually play the game, and especially if I play with people who haven't played before, it's going to add so much time, like trying to figure out which boat is which when you're trying to buy it or set it up to battle. And so because of that, I decided to paint the battleships, cruisers, destroyers, and transports to make it very easy for when you're purchasing new units. And I went with the alphabetical order of, B, C, D, and the rainbow colors of Roy G. Biv. So battleships are red, cruisers are orange, destroyers are yellow, and transports are white because they can't attack, so that's the color of surrender. And I didn't bother painting the aircraft carriers or the submarines because those are pretty easy to spot, and you won't have to struggle to figure out like, oh, which boat is this? And I decided to be creative because I bought paint to, paint some of the military pieces. And these are my kamikaze fighters. I noticed that General Hand Grenade painted a bunch of fighters red for his kamikaze, and I decided I'd try my best to match up to what the kamikaze fighters look like. They were white with the rising sun on the wings and on the sides, and the noses were black, and I'm probably going to paint those black too, just because I'm bored. But yeah, and also these fighters are from the original Axis and Allies game, so they're a different color of the Global 40 Japanese, and I figured they were light enough. And I'm pretty lazy, so I didn't bother painting them white because the original Zeros were white with the rising sun markers. And I probably could have used a much smaller paintbrush, but I used the smallest one I have, so that's why some of them are pretty sloppy. You can see that one of the fighters down by on the bottom of this is the tail is all smeared up, and I just when I messed up, I was wiping it away with paper towels, and I just that was probably like the sixth one, the last one I did, and I just said, whatever, that's fine. And one last thing, I also, like I said, I have multiple games. I have the anniversary edition. I have actually 2 editions of the original, and now I have Global 40. And at some point, probably say, 12 or 15 years ago, I purchased an expansion pack for the original Access and Allies game at a store called Games People Play. That's right outside Harvard Square in Cambridge, and that's probably the original nerd gaming store. I mean, now the nerd gaming stores seem to be in every mall, so it's not like special. But back in the day, this was a very special store, and so I got this expansion pack, and it just has Russia, Japan, Germany, the UK, and America, and it came with artillery, special forces, and a cruiser. And back in the day, that was a huge deal to have these new military items in there. I mean, now it's just every country has them, but like I said, maybe 12 years or 15 years ago, whenever this expansion set came out, it was like, holy crap, this completely changed the game. And one thing we learned is that what really changed the game, probably to a detriment, is that England started with that cruiser in Canada, and it actually ended up stopping Germany from wiping out England's navy pretty early on. So it pretty much guaranteed that the Allies were going to win every time. But it was still really cool to have a new military. And I haven't decided yet, but I could probably paint some of these up and use them for some of the special rules that are out there, like say heavy tanks or some sort of special fighters. But that's the end of my first video. Thank you, everyone.